Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. So Charlemagne the God gave himself Donkey of the Day and apologized to Kwame Brown as he rightfully should have done so. You know, when Charlemagne the God was putting Kwame Brown's business out there and pulling everything together to defend his fellow South Carolinian brother, Kwame Brown, his intentions were good. He was not trying to be malicious, right? He thought he was doing something that made sense. However, he was causing damage and trauma. And the operative word here is trauma. That's very important. In this whole case, you know, Charlemagne was talking about how he spoke to some of Kwame Brown's family members, and one of them cursed him out. And he had to feel the repercussions of his actions, you know, because it's just like, you know, we take people's past, we take things that people have been through, and we come at people about it, or we talk to people about it, not understanding how it's going to make them feel. And we have to have some sort of empathetic bone in our body to say, hey, I don't think I should be doing this. I don't think I should be coming at somebody about their weight, or about an accident, or what some family member did, or talking about some sort of traumatic experience, because when you do that, you cause that person to maybe go into depression or start secluding themselves, or it's just a list of things that people do in response to being traumatized. And, you know, with Kwame Brown, like, he was talking about how he had to talk to his 16-year-old son about the instances that Charlemagne the God was talking about. Kwame Brown also said that he didn't know some of those events took place. And so, I commend Charlemagne the God for apologizing, but I hope from this point on out that he thinks about what he said, you know, what he says on the radio. Charlemagne the God has come a long way, okay? Because he used to be very cutthroat. And then over time, like, you know, he cleaned it up a bit. And so now he's at this point. Now, there's times when, you know, I'm like, dang, Charlemagne, you're not going to take accountability for this? But it's cool, you know, this time when he has, but, you know, Charlemagne go be Charlemagne.
Apologize to Kwame Brown and Kwame Brown's family. I want to apologize to his father, Bill Brown, and the family of his father. See, last week on this radio, in my attempt to defend a Charleston, South Carolina-born brother like myself, I revealed too much information about that man's family. And even though all that stuff is public record, some things just don't need to be said on the radio, and they definitely don't need to be said by me. When I look back, you know, on the way I communicated that, I communicated it all wrong. And I unintentionally triggered trauma in a lot of folks I grew up with who I genuinely love. I'm sure I caused a lot of pain for not only Kwame Brown, but for his family, especially his family in my hometown of Moncks Corner, South Carolina. You know how I know? Because I spoke to a few of them. I've been on the phone this weekend with mothers of children and their children. Salute to Shaliba and her daughter, Brianda. I was on the phone with sisters like Wallette, salute to Wallette. Oh, she cursed me out good. And, you know, I was apologizing for triggering them, causing them pain, because I was casually discussing their family's trauma, man. And that's something that I have to stop doing. That's something that we all have to stop doing. I was talking to my Sacred Purpose coach, Yadi Alba, this weekend. She's like a spiritual therapist. I have her and my clinical therapist, and that's what we were talking about, how we casually discuss each other's traumas. I didn't even think about when I spoke on, you know, Kwame and his family, how many people were impacted by those things I was speaking on. I mean, that's generational. Okay, I caused pain and unintentionally poked at people's wounds. Okay, wounds that will probably never heal. And I can't take back those words, but I can apologize, you know.
And, you know, I also must say this as well. When it comes to the plight of the black man, that's something that I am seeking to gain more knowledge about, whether it's watching videos, reading books, so forth and so on, right? And I must say, based on the historic events of black men and what they've been through, their successes should be celebrated. Rather, it's graduating from college, opening a business, becoming a CEO, going into the military, going into professional sports, or even graduating high school. Because the system is not designed for black men to succeed. So when they come out of the hood, when they come out of the ghetto, when they come out of their circumstances, you really have to respect them for pulling themselves up and shooting for the stars. So when I'm looking at Kwame Brown being the #1 draft pick going into the NBA and not living up to the expectations of his fellow NBA players or sports analysts, it's like, so what? Here you have a black man that's a #1 draft pick. He played for 13 seasons, so he wasn't all that bad. There's some NBA players that don't even last that long. So, I mean, why can't we celebrate this man making it into the NBA as a black man, in opposed to how well he performed? He didn't perform, based off of your expectations. But he made it, though. Because a lot of black men ain't out here making it. And I wish for all my black men to be successful. So when we calling Kwame Brown a bust, I'm looking at Kwame Brown like, you're successful in my eyes. I don't care. You made it. So to get back on topic with Charlemagne the God, I'm glad he apologized. I wish he would have defended Kwame Brown in another way. This is a major lesson learned for him. So guys, leave your thoughts below. Tell me how you feel. Take care.